We are so grateful for the support of Dr. Marvin Wade, our superintendent of schools, our school board members, and all of our community sponsors for Project Lead the Way. Through their efforts, we now have a full offering of Gateway to Technology program at the middle school level that will prepare our students well for the Pathway to Engineering program here at the high school, as well as our Biomedical Sciences program. Because of the community collaboration, we proudly boast some of the highest enrollments in these programs in the state and in the nation. Our Biomedical Sciences program is the largest in the state. The combined two programs have over 200 students currently enrolled. 46% of these students are female and 53% are minority. All courses are college level and dual credits earned through our strong partnership with our community college, Marshalltown Community College.
Now at Fisher, we clearly believe in planting seeds. We believe that seeds that we plant could ultimately grow into energetic, STEM-literate young professionals right here in Marshalltown. Indeed, we're talking about current students and former students. I'm not only talking about students who would go to an engineering curriculum or some other mathematics curriculum, etc. I am talking about students that they're very important, but I'm also talking about students who can go on for STEM education in the middle skills arena. Now when I say middle skills, and the governor can certainly back me in this because he has a huge initiative across the state with the lieutenant governor at the helm, we're talking about skills that require a little bit more than a high school diploma, but not quite a 2-year degree necessarily. But skills that are just as important from a STEM perspective as those that an accountant may have, an engineer may have, a medical technologist, a doctor, what have you. They are just as important. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you that this state needs people with those middle skills.
Of the Project Lead the Way program. And I've just been so excited to be part of this pioneering process for this new program. And I just like to just share a little bit about a project that we've been working on in the Principles of Engineering class. The challenge that we've been faced with is that there's a situation where an elderly woman needs to take a 25-pound bag of salt and take this bag of salt and dump it into her water softener, which is maybe 4 feet high off the ground. And she's unable to do this, so we're coming up with a compound mechanical machine that can lift 25 pounds. And using the VEX robotics parts, it's just been a fantastic experience. And it really has defined for me why Project Lead the Way classes are different than any other college class that you can take. Project Lead the Way is not about listening to lectures, taking notes, and then taking quizzes and tests. It's experiential learning. From this project, I've learned brainstorming skills, and then the problem-solving process, being able to take a whole bunch of ideas and narrow down solutions more and more and more until you're able to come up with a specific solution, and then executing it in a timely manner, communicating our solution with others, and teamwork skills. It's just been fantastic.
So I say that because in this community, we're about a lot of things. We're about collaboration. We're about bringing everybody along in the educational world because we can only be as strong as the educational system in this community. But we are about making the world a better place through inventions like those of William Fisher and like those that young men like this gentleman here may give to us at some point down the road. You can do that, young man. You can be inventing something really cool. I would love to see it. I'm glad you're shaking your head. What if I stocking you someday? We are also about unleashing students like this young man and others in our high school and others in our college systems right now, and letting their ideas take off in this real world that we call the real world. We are about enabling those who are less fortunate, perhaps, than some of us in this room, to get involved in furthering their education and being the first person in their family to go on to get an education at an institution of higher learning through MEP, through Science-Bound, and some really great programs. We are about encouraging our students and young adults in this community and older adults like myself to get involved in making a difference here. Make your community better, it makes your company better, it makes you better. We are about mentoring and encouraging those that maybe aren't as far along as we've been in our careers, sharing our ideas so they can get there someday as well. And we are also about leadership and giving those with the will or the fire in their belly to really lead in this community and at their companies. because they can make a difference. So you want a job, you young folks that are in here, you want a job, or some of you that are maybe in a job that isn't quite necessarily you, think about STEM. Think about advancing your STEM skills if you don't have them, or utilizing the ones that you may already have. Modern day factories like the one I'm fortunate enough to have at the company that I belong to, that being Fisher, are all over the place. You can come in and operate multi-million-dollar equipment with some STEM skills. You don't have to be an engineer, you can, that's fantastic. But you can do that with places like ours and Lennox and the hospital, etc. Get a job in accounting, human resources, customer service, and the social sciences, etc. Utilize those STEM skills because they will serve you very, very well. So as I said before, Fisher is very proud to be a backer and a strong supporter, as are the chamber membership and the medic membership of STEM initiatives like Project Lead the Way, like Science Bound, and I saw Dr. Connie Hargrave come in, my friend who is the head of the Science Bound group. Hi, Dr. Hargrave. And we will continue to support that as a company, but also as a community, I'm quite sure. So the only thing we ask you here is to help us cultivate the crop of young people like this gentleman smiling in the front row here. But you didn't know you were going to get picked on tonight. You're taking it very well. And you can't come up here and make fun of me. Help us cultivate that crop of people with those kind of attitudes. Because you know what? It helps me when I go back to the governor and his team and say, hey, we are the most innovative city in the state of Iowa. And I challenge people to prove me wrong. Not because I'm being arrogant, but because if they do, it means they're raising the bar as well. And then what I'll do is, what we'll do if we see somebody who passes us, we'll want to pass them right back up. The bar keeps going up. So help us do that. And remember, those of you that are in school and thinking about going away from this part of the world, Marshalltown is not just a good place to be from. Okay? So thank you very much.
I want to, first of all, just congratulate the entire community for what you've done, for the school system, for the businesses, for the locally owned newspaper that has been so supportive, and for all of the citizens of the community. And I guess the beneficiaries are the young people that get the opportunity to be part of this wonderful program that we call STEM. The Lieutenant Governor would love to be here. She's at a meeting in Washington, D.C., and you know that she's been the champion of STEM, along with now Marian Drengo, who is the president and CEO of Vermeer Manufacturing. But it's great for me to be here and to share with you my perspective. I'm so impressed with the great work that STEM is doing in Marshalltown, and you are really truly a leader. The opportunity to explore engineering, technology, biomedical sciences through Project Lead the Way program is truly an outstanding contribution that you're making to your children. And I know you're also planning a brand new hospital here in the Marshalltown community as well. So are the other STEM initiatives in Marshalltown's middle and high school, including an effort to better use technology to accelerate learning. I also want to note the focus on getting younger students ready for middle and high school by laying a strong math and science foundation in Marshalltown's elementary schools as well. That's taking place here in Marshalltown. What's taking place here in Marshalltown is a great example of how to support STEM education, which we want to grow all over the state of Iowa.